Corey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Caleb Whatley. My personal safety commitment is not using my cell phone while walking. Today's safety discussion is going to be on forklift safety. So forklift safety, some things to always keep in mind when you're operating a forklift. Make sure you're certified for one. Two, always wear your seatbelt and always watch out for pedestrians. Some things to take into account, as well as when you're getting a load from a shelf, get as close as possible to the shelf before you raise your forklifts or your forks up. Grab the load, come back, and then put it down. Don't keep the load up in the air, and always keep your forks about, say about 6 inches off the ground at all times. When you're taking corners, make sure you always honk your horn and watch out for pedestrians, especially if you come across a marked intersection. Be aware of that stuff. Let's see, some things to do if you have a propane forklift and you're running out of propane, you need to switch it out. Make sure you turn off the valve and then keep the forklift running till it drains completely before you disconnect the hose, because the nitrogen or the propane can leak and could cause damage to you. Get a chemical burn, stuff like that. And just be aware of pedestrians and don't get a heavy load that's too big or it won't work. If the load is above your visibility, make sure you go backwards and drive, and anything like that. Does anybody have any questions or comments on forklift safety?
Caleb, can you hear me?
A little louder.
Caleb, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. My name is Corey Martin. My personal safety commitment is to get my hands out of my pockets while walking. One thing I think you missed on was always have a spotter, especially in a manufacturing environment where there's a lot of people. I know our plant eventually have 5,000 people at it.
Yeah, like he was saying, have a spotter, and make sure your spotter's paying attention. Make sure your spotter sees you and you see your spotter. If you don't see your spotter, stop moving and don't go until you see your spotter.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
As you know, I safety commitment I use myself for the work area. What are some ways pedestrians can be safe around forklift?
Just make sure you're using like the marked crosswalks and marked intersections, stuff like that. If there isn't none, just stay to the left or right of the known path and just stay out of, so like at where I used to work, they had those clear, what are they called? Does anybody know the name? The things that got like a load going through the lumber yard. It's like flaps. Make sure you don't stand in the way of that, because forklifts travel through that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anybody else? Alright, so our safety slogan, it's been a minute. Safety slogan is going to be watch out for pedestrians on 3. Watch out for pedestrians. 1, 2, 3.
Watch out for pedestrians. Do it.
Self-reflection could have been a little longer. Could have had some more information, but overall I feel like I projected my voice well. Anybody else? Once, twice.
Mohammed, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
My name is Swiss Gonzo. My personal safety commitments, and I use myself for walking. I think, yeah, you projected your voice very well, but there were some awkward pauses where you were just kind of thinking about things to say. So I think it would be a little better if you was prepared a little bit.
All right, that concludes the safety stuff.